I am looking a mess because I just finished my workout with Kiara Lachey, that new. Oh, this challenge is killing me. I better be snatched by the end of this. I mean it. Anyway, here we go. Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 6. I will just do a combined from 1 to 5 later on this week, just to let you know where I am with this. So here we go. Let's start it off. We have Cynthia and Mike Hill discussing their wedding. I am tired. Jesus. This wedding is boring. I don't even care. You had a wedding already. It was boring then. These weddings and all of that, they're boring. No one cares. Except you, your husband, and your friends. We don't care about this part. Show us something else, please. I like your Cynthia, but this ain't it. And all of your arguments about this 10, 10, 20, 20 is done. And the wedding went off. So we don't know if it was super spreader or not. And we don't really care at this point. You had all them people there, and Bravo still didn't even shoot the thing. I'm kind of pissed off for you. Anyway, I didn't know the fact that if your father was at the first wedding, why wouldn't he be at this next wedding? That was dumb. This whole conversation with you and Mike and about your family and your mother and all of that, I'm going to just go ahead and skip to that part of it as well, since I'm talking about Cynthia, because you were all over this episode. I don't care. It's dumb. She talked to her husband, and he told her, listen, this is about us, not your mother, not your friends. This is our wedding, you and I. And I don't understand how many ways do he have to keep talking to Cynthia about that. This is us. This is about us. 2 weeks ago, it was about the fact that she didn't want to not do it on that particular day, and she didn't want to get married unless it was this particular day. Now we're at this moment of, oh, well, I got to talk to my mom before I invite my dad. I got to talk to Portia before I can let you invite Dennis. Which, let me tell y'all something. And this is just for my friends alone. I don't care. Y'all met my significant other through me. Just like I met his friends through him. I wouldn't think they would call me to kick it at their functions. So I would feel the same way about my friends. Don't call my ex. Talking about, oh yeah, come through, we having this party. No. I don't want to see him. You don't know if I had plans to invite somebody else, or I had my eye on trying to get with somebody that was in the wedding party. You don't know what I had planned. Don't do that. And Dennis, he makes me want to dig my eye out and swirl it around in my brain. This is every time he does something stupid. But again, I don't even date a Detroit man, and I'm from Detroit. Something wrong with these folks around here. Be real. The Detroit disgrace. And we'll discuss the Detroit disgrace a little later. And since we're still on Cynthia, I understand your daughter being a tastemaker or influencer for Instagram. Congratulations. And all of this madness. Noelle needed to kind of take some seats back and just let her mother and her grandmother hash that out. I didn't understand the whole drama, but I also understand if my father hurt my mother in that manner, there would have been more conversation. I mean, my mother wouldn't have waited until months later to say, oh, and I didn't even like the fact that you sent him a tweet or an Instagram about Father's Day. My mother is just straightforward, though. She worse than me. You talking about shoot from the hip. I learned it honestly. But again, their mother didn't have no smoke for Mallory, who said, no, I still have a relationship with my father. So I didn't understand that dynamic. That was just kind of dumb. And I really don't think the mother intended, she knew what a PSA was. Trust me. That probably had been spoken about prior to. I don't even think she had any intention on not having that moment to explain to in the PSA what happened with her ex-husband. I think that either, and I hate to say this, so I'm not, I just feel like either she embellished the story or she didn't feel like those who she left behind in Alabama was going to have anything to say. It sounds like she got backlash that she didn't intend, but I feel bad for her because sometimes that blade cuts on both sides. She kind of felt like she didn't do anything wrong, but you know. And Miss Barbara, I know it's hard. It is hard that you're getting backlash from old friends, but you don't live in Alabama no more, so bye. Bye, heifers. Too bad. Y'all mad? Too bad. Too bad. If you feel like I give a damn if y'all feel like the church saying he was a good man, you don't know what went down in my house. People fail to realize you don't know what go on in that house beyond what you see. So, I mean, I understand. But we are also talking about Miss Barbara and Mal, who took Cynthia's wedding license, her first marriage go round. So, Mama, me, you, and Daddy, and Mal need to sit down and reconcile what you did wrong, what he did wrong, and how you feel. I think it's a lot more to it. I hate the way that people are, I don't know. I didn't like how Noelle called herself, airing her mama out either. Dude, go back to taking them fucking selfies. You was looking crazy in the first damn place. I get it. You on grandma's side. But I do understand you haven't talked to this man in a while. And take it from a person who, I mean, me and my dad, like, we homies. That's my boy. We talk every other day. So I can't understand how that is. My parents got a divorce when I was 15, 16 years old. So I'm going to tell you like I know. My mom knows the real. You mad? Tell me why you mad. I can try. I promise I'll try to make amends between them. But they were friends before I came along. They still friends now. My father is remarried. My mom's been remarried and divorced. So, bunk all that. I just feel like that should have been cleared up way before we get to the seating charts. Let me say this. Next, we have Drew Sidora. I'm sorry. She may be able, and again, ain't my marriage, ain't my problem, but again, I couldn't have forgave you for being in Tampa for 3 days without answering my goddamn call. Sorry. My GD calls. I don't know where you call yourself being. You couldn't have did that. Ralph, either you down there with a whole nother family or again, whatever. But they are moving into their brand new house and they're trying to pack and get themselves situated. They wanted to let off some balloons for Ralph's father. She's better than me because that half apology that he gave her for his behavior, and not taking that, we would have had another conversation and it would have been off screen. Me and you got to talk, and we're not going to the person that we picked for camera to talk to us about our marriage. We're going to have some real time with a real therapist, because that's a no-no. I don't know where they do that at. You don't answer my damn calls for 3 whole days. You mad because you didn't like how the fight ended. Get out of my face with that. But they did, which was cute. Although I think it's time for everybody to stop with the balloons. They let off some balloons in honor of his father. They said some really good words about his father, and I thought that was really sweet. I just don't like the abuse that Ralph is doing to Drew, because that's what this is. Gross. Portia meets up with Cynthia to discuss Mike wanting to invite Dennis to the wedding as well. I thought it was cute that Portia was, every time she would try to explain to Cynthia, the waitress came. I was like, did Portia tip this chick? She had perfect timing. She was like, oh, yes, let me order now. She came back and interrupted. Even Cynthia was like, can you stop coming over here? I kind of liked that little moment, because it was like, I don't want to tell y'all why I hate this food, but I understand when you're going through a breakup or a relationship hiccup, and everybody trying to still put y'all in the same vicinity, and you're like, listen, I gained all this weight, I still haven't forgiven him for the infidelities, please don't make this more than what it is. I just didn't like that. Let me help myself stop doing that. I said I was going to calm my eye roll down. But I got to have one or the other. And since I'm not supposed to be cursing. I understand that Dennis had did something wrong. And I'm tired. I'm tired of Dennis and Kenya. Y'all making Detroit look horrible. I mean, everybody that's from Detroit that gets on these reality TV shows, quit saying you're from Detroit. Because we are already digging ourselves out of a bad situation. We don't need you to make a fool out of yourself and then put the stamp on it like all Detroiters is doing this in Detroit. No, we ain't doing all that. Y'all making fools out of yourself, cutting up, acting a clown. Please. We got our own problems. We got enough problems that we trying to dig out of. We trying to get back to healed. as one of the largest cities in the United States, and yet and still, y'all keep putting us on the map as a bunch of clowns. And it's another person I remember, but anyway, I ain't gonna worry about it. The lovely Candy. Oh my God, I am not a fan of candies, but in this little situation, I love when the rubber meets the road and the philanthropic side of people come out. I love the fact that she created a foundation called Candy Cares, and I like the whole concept of it takes a village to raise a child. And as a single mother, she started creating a village in her foundation to help these single mothers. And I hope it wasn't just mothers. I hope it was fathers that are single too, because there are plenty of them. You know, that kind of made me happy. I thought that was sweet of her. And it made me look at her in a better light, because, I mean, for real, them last 5 episodes with her and her daughter, and the only thing, anyway, I like that. Now, hairdresser, makeup artist, whoever the little friend was, who called herself jumping in her conversation after she had spoke to Attorney Sterling, which is Eva's husband, about this back child support. Now, I know it's a lot of my favorite YouTubers that have stated that, oh, well, Candy rich and I don't understand why she going for it and blah, blah, blah. Riley actually asked her. She said, I want an apartment and I want this while I'm at NYU. So she was like, and Dad needs to chip in. He ain't been doing nothing. So I understand. She ain't going for this because she need the money. She going for this because her daughter said, get my money. I mean, come on. I don't care if you're 18 or 35. You knew you owed child support all these years. I don't care if Oprah is Warren Buffett, Michael Bloomberg, and Oprah Winfrey moneyed up, rolled into one. You owe money. Run me my money. Every cent of my money. I don't want to hear about, oh, let God and karma get him. No, 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 no. I want my money. I didn't make this kid by myself. I done told people a long time ago, quit letting these folks off the hook. I didn't make a child alone. I don't care how the child came along. I don't want to hear about all that. You knew you had a child? You done had more children. You taking care of them. As a matter of fact, I want my money now. And when I see you empty your pockets, we'll start there. I want my money now. Give y'all a real quick story about that. I had a coworker, and she is so hilarious. But she had a son, and he was 23, 24, and her baby daddy wanted this bomb job. Bomb. I'm talking about bomb job. He ended up having a new woman and some another kid on the way. He called her out the clear blue and said, hey, why don't you go down to the front of the court and wipe off that child support. He was like, because our son grown, he about to have a kid on his own. Man, Jolly, he owed about $25,000, and that's $1,000 in back child support. He didn't call and say, I'm gonna give you a third of it right now, or I'll give you half of it if you erase the other half. His attitude was just take it off. Cut it off. You don't need it. Our son grown. Now this is where the story got annoying. He called his son, and his son went to the mom and said, Mama, don't you want to give him his money back? Listen, I'm grown. You did a hell of a job. I am never going to discount that. You were a hell of a parent. You know, let's not have this moment where you and him arguing still about some money from the past. She said, son, I love you too. She told us, she said, I told my son every skating party, every football, basketball, baseball game you ever went to, every time you want to join something, Boy Scouts, any and every other thing. She said, you know where that money came from? Out my pocket. She said, you know what I had to do? Sacrifice something else. She said, yes, I want my money. She said, I'm not giving him a break like that. And the way he came at me was wrong. So if you want to, guess what? If he want to go back to working under the table, I don't care. But he going to owe me that money to the day he die. And that's not my problem. She said, I'm done with this conversation. He knows what he has done. This is too long for him to be doing that. I'm not about to be acting a clown. I'm sick of these people. You know, just like he, you know, oh, well, you rich, you don't need that money. No, run me my MF money. And don't blink twice. And that's why I was like, anyway. Okay, Candy Cares grocery giveaway. And Kenya Moore. Kenya, I'm going to need you to stop with this foolishness that you are going through. Since Nene isn't on the show, you need to find somebody you can keep a fight going with. Because I guess you're not interesting enough beyond this. You are making yourself look bad. Sugar honey iced tea. Crazy. Seriously. This argument and hating on Portia for any and everything. Every time you see her, you rolling your eyes. Every time you doing something, you disrespecting this woman. Let it go. You looking so thirsty to have some kind of screen time. And it's not just Portia. Whatever your hate against Drew Sidor is just as bad. That little stray comment that you made about Drew Sidor, we can say that about LaToya because I ain't feeling her. I don't like her. She's annoying. She's obnoxious. And she's getting to be worrisome every time. I'm not feeling her. So, back to Toya. Hell, you already was trying to pull the gay for pay moment last week with the damn girl. And now here we are, another thirsty springtime commentary about Portia. You're embarrassing yourself at every cost. You may not have wanted to know about Portia business, but everybody else did. That's why they were standing there listening. They weren't talking to you. You weren't involved in the conversation. And I can give it to you. I understand because I have had friends like that where they'd be like, oh, well, child, I don't want him around. Me and him not going to be together. And why would he want to be there? Now I'm going to tell you, I've seen some of the pictures from Cynthia's wedding. When you outdress the whole wedding party, baby, yeah, that's when you want your ex sitting in the room. Trust me. When you're standing in the room and all eyes hitting me at all times, yeah, you want your ex in the room at that point. But I understand at this time, it probably was like, I don't want to be bothered with this. So, yeah. You are doing too much, Kenya. Every week is a bunch of drama. I get it. You're right. She may be scared that, I'm going to give in. Because that Henny and, the emotions and I'm at a wedding. So, yeah, I do understand. That is kind of hard. But I understand. But Kenya, why everybody else then gave a donation for this candy care, and you so busy trying to shoot shots and make digs and throw shade, yeah, I didn't care. Marlo came up with that $5,000. I don't care if it was from her sugar daddy or them damn nephews from the county as foster parent. She gave and you didn't. And the sad part is didn't give. Even Don Juan that sat there, um, speak on it and alluded to it. You're looking crazy. Stop. Stop doing it. It's okay. If you didn't care about Portia and Dennis' situation, keep mo- keep it moving. You came over there just so you can say something about it. It was not even your business. You're not in charge of the girls. You're not important enough, and you have no storyline. Go find your husband. Talk about him. Talk about if y'all having a divorce or if y'all getting back together. We're sick of you. Everybody else was interested and hanging on to every word of Portia. So obviously, they didn't care about you. So I guess next week is supposed to be about this stripper gate. Again, y'all getting to be on that level of Potomac where y'all one trick pony. That's the only thing that's keeping all y'all together. I'm gonna need y'all to get that together. I guess that's it for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I did pretty good because I didn't even watch the show all the way through, but I got all that. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will be putting the first 5 episodes in one and putting that in my review, as well as I'm going to do a year in review of Real Housewives of Potomac because I love Monique and I had a lot to say, but we'll see. I don't know about next season. I think I'm done. Monique's gone. So, again, rate, comment, and subscribe. I will see you later. Have a good day. Bye.